Hello everybody, welcome again. It's me, Wushu Richard, with another simple little Kung Fu lesson tonight. Okay, just showing you a few little things here. I'm going to show you a few hand techniques, flowing with the hands, okay? Just some movements for coordination here, okay? So, nothing too crazy, just very, very simple movements, okay? So, okay, when you're nice and comfortable, obviously, before we start, I want to remind you, always practice your horse stance, your marbu, okay? This floor is pretty slippery. Try and practice to hold that as much as possible. So I haven't got much to show here. I'm not going to hold it for 8 hours. Yeah, but if you can do a bit of that horse stance, where your feet are wider than shoulder width apart slightly, just adjust it as you will, the heights and the range. Try and keep the feet facing more forward as opposed to outward if you can, okay? Bend your knees. It's good to have it flat like a table, your thighs flat. Back straight as possible. Don't stick your bum out too much. And put your hands in front, or like that, or like palms. You can have fists out, hands to the side. It's totally up to you. Even fists or palms on your hips. So you can start like that and just go down. I like to rest my hands as though I'm resting my hands on a table. And just hold it for a few seconds and come up if you wish to. I'm not going to do a lot of that here because it's going to waste time anyway. I've done a full workout this morning. I've had a lot of long walking and running today. I've had a busy day, very long day, hectic outside too. And I just thought, as I've come home now, I'll just show you a few things. So I've got this thing where I do various hand motions, even when I'm walking along the street sometimes, if there's nobody watching. Well, I'll be walking and I do various hand positions. And what it is, it's a coordination thing. I'll be doing this kind of thing that you might see the snake, for example, the snake style of Kung Fu when you go like that. So, now, I don't have a lot of experience in snake. I've got more experience in the crane and tiger, okay, and Wing Chun, which is obviously Yong Chun, as I say. But what I like to do is I like to flow with some flowing hand techniques, nice and soft with the hands, and feel the alignment, my spine alignment with the palms, and feel that energy going round, see, like this. Around. Now this thing here is in the way. Hold on. Sorry. So what I'll be doing is I'll be working with coordination, as I say. So I'll be working with various movements, and my fingers are guiding with the line of the fingers. Okay. So if I'm doing a motion like this, as you see, when my hands come round, I might go down into a marbu, see, like that, a horse stance, marbu. Okay. I sometimes do that. Okay. You can work it with different stances, obviously, but I like to do it with a technique like this. So it's very, very soft and go down into a marbu there, as you say. But what you can do is you can walk and do this kind of a motion. And I'm flowing in that circles. As you can see, my elbows pulling out and my hips can turn. Now, what I'm doing is, if I'm coming across underneath, like a snake, see coming under here, I can also come up this way. This kind of thing. So from the side it looks like this. Here. So here. Or here. I might even go here and then come by the side here and across. Similar to the crane. This is like a high horse stance. I'm just bending my legs slightly here. Okay. Bending my legs just ever so slightly to get that base. I'm not going into a deep stance. You can go like round this way. So you can go on top. You can come from here. You can just stand normally and just do it. Move with your hips, see, now from here, see? And this kind of thing. So what that's doing is parrying. If somebody throws a punch, I can parry. I can come in with this forearm here. As they come in to punch me, I block in. Now if my arms are straight like this, it's not going to be very good, right? So I'm working for the range. See? I could be coming in for like a forearm strike. This could be a backhand guiding here. So for example here, see, here. So go in, see, from here. I could parry a punch and then come in for a strike, a ridge hand strike or a forearm strike. If I wanted to too, like this kind of thing. So if I'm motioning, see from here, I might come here, parry, and then hit low even. So there's various different uses. I'm not going to go too deep into this, but with these kind of circling motions, and you can try this, you can practice if someone holds your wrists here like this, you can work and feel the motion as you relax, as they come pushing, as they're coming in pushing, for example, before they touch my body, I block. And this is with the crane. For example, the crane here, and I bring my elbow in like this, guarded. So if someone wants to hit me in a natural stance, you see how I naturally go into like a Wing Chun stance, which is the Yong Chun stance, as I say here. Here, see? Okay, here. Or here. Similar, right? Circling like this. You can also come in or out, right? Blocking. So here. So the crane also has these kind of stances sometimes, right? So the crane is like this with the wings. It can block out, it can block in. The snake is more direct. Okay, now I did not learn so much snake with my teacher. We learned mostly tiger and crane, okay? A little bit of mantis also, okay? But they are very, very similar. So with the crane, you also have the beak, right? From here, the beak. Also another useful technique. Go to the wing, and then the beak, wing. See from here, the wings. Okay, here, this can block in, block out. So you can block and strike, etc., etc. From here in the stance, and you'll find the snake and the crane. If you read about the history and the story, you'll see, and if you study Wing Chun like I have, Yong Chun, and say, Yong Chun Chun is based on the snake and the crane. There is a story about a real snake and a crane that were fighting, and if you read the story, you will know about this. So, like a lot of the Shaolin arts, the Kung Fu arts, okay, Shaolin, they were studying animals. They were looking at the animal movements and the movements of nature, and how the animals move, how the flowing ways of things work in nature, like water and things like that. All the essence of the Tao. So you know, it's very, very interesting. But there was not just making up some nonsense. So you have a human body, right? Mine, but it's about flowing and using things a certain way. Okay. So let's have a look. Now, what I'm doing here, as I say, with these kind of motions. So if I just stand here, bend my knees a little bit here, at a wide level. This kind of motion, see? If someone's coming to attack me, I can move outwardly, making that circle out, you see? And catch their arm behind this. The same as the crane. It's like this, soft. You can go on that long motion and strike out with the fingers together now. Put the thumb straight or like in like that and do the strike. Even go with a punch. Notice how I keep bringing my hand to the centre here. A space between the body and the hand. Like in Wing Chun, it's part of it, okay? Yong Chun, as I said. So when we come here, okay, when I'm here, you come in, and they're all basically flowing in a way. It's going very, very soft, like a Tai Chi kind of way. So you come in here, and here we are. I'm not talking about extending. My point is working the small and the big. Okay? So when we do these upper motions here, same thing. My fingers are facing towards him, but I'm blocking. So when he comes to hit me, I bring my hand up like this, and this is on the side. So if you're going to hit me here, same thing. I block up here. I'm facing you, but your hand is on the side. Okay? And if you retract, if you bring your hand back, I'm going to follow and come in and strike. It could be a punch like this. It could be a punch like this. The difference is not only the twisting power, and then the straight one being more difficult to defend, but it's like, what it is when you're out like that, you've got this defense on this side. When you're straight, you've got the defense on this side. When we do Wing Chun, basically, we do punches where you have the elbows protecting. You don't always reach out completely straight, okay, for a push or anything. But I'm just trying to explain this essence. Even when we do a longer one, it's still kind of not completely locked straight. Okay, nice and soft. Understand if your elbows are facing down or out. But sometimes they might be a little bit out, but you just got to adjust it, okay? So from here, see, or out. It's like I'm swimming in water. Can you see the swimming in water? Okay. I'm just focusing on the hands here to show you. So if I'm standing here normally and somebody comes to hit my face, I can step back and block. Close range, it's just like that. If he comes to hit me, I can block out the other way, so I can block out. Or I can use two. See? Very natural. He comes to hit me low to my lower body, same thing, I can block out like this. wash away. Or I can come in this way. I can also have two like this. Notice how I like to go into a stance. I usually typically bring my knees in, bend my knees in a kind of Wing Chun stance, okay, Wing Chun stance. But from the side, I'm on the angle like this, I don't want to move too far away. I want to face him, really. I divert the energy, see, but I want to come straight back in for a strike of my own. See? So I'm not going to go too deep in now. So now, when we flow like this, okay, the idea is I'm moving with the energy. It's just like in boxing, same thing. So if someone's going to come and hit me, I can block his hand. I'm going to parry and still come in with my punches. Let him slip past that. The same as if we're doing boxing and someone throws a punch, I might slip, I might cover like that, see? But I'm letting him go past. Trying to slip in, see? Or parry like that and hit low. Okay? So what I'm trying to do is, I want to, you know, if I can, I want to block his hand away and then hit back to his face, right? So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use my core strong here and use my hand, my arms, to get that range to attack, to strike back, you see? That flow. So my body's here, and my hands are coming up, my energy is coming from the core. If you want to turn with your waist, whatever it's going to be, okay, like this kind of thing. So I might parry and then strike, see? Okay, things like that I might do a low one here, washing away, see, and then come across. It depends. So however that circle's going to go, see, I might wash from this side, I might pull his arm back here and then come for a forearm strike. It's more of a longer range. Usually I'll be like here, to grab the arm, do an arm lock, doesn't tight. If I'm from here, we're here. So using that whole range, from a longer range, if I'm standing here in a natural fighting stance, I'm going to work that sometimes. Don't make a big arc like that because you can see it coming and hit me first. But the idea is to be more elusive, more flowing like a snake, basically, like water, see? So I can change from up positions or down. You can do that, fair enough, blocking and hitting over. I'm just showing you the upper one here and the inner one technique, right? I'm not going too much into like motion of the waist. You can use your waist, as I say, you know, to use techniques. But what I'm trying to say is, as he's coming and hit me here, I'm using my arm. I'm coming across. All of this arm, here, any part, I can bend my elbow to different degrees to use it like a rope to lure him in, and this can strike. That could even be a swing of a punch if you wanted to, on a long range. See? And then come back here and come straight, see? So you've got your jabs, your tight hooks, your big swinging ones, and you've also got your relaxed shoulders, a nice elusive kind of flowing movements, okay? Now, this is really about a certain kind of movement and flow. So I'm here. And when you get better, you can get different kind of motion. So feeling the range, breathing up. So coming up. Breathing, you know, whether it's in or out, and feeling it through the fingers. Whether your fingers are spread or they're more close together, like that. Or just here, higher. See? Lower. See? Sink into a stance, whatever, see? Okay? Open up. Different kind of techniques, right? So we're working with the fingers. So what I'm doing is as he's coming to hit me, if he's coming to, let's say, whatever he's going to do, grab me or whatever, I might just turn my waist. I might step through, and that's protecting him. I might take his arm away, see, and this comes through his waist or up by his throat, and I take him down. So this has to be traced like coiling of the waist, from the spine, and you're flowing like water. It becomes like a whirlpool effect kind of thing. You know, it's like Taiji pushing hands, like this, where you're doing this kind of motion here, you know, this kind of thing, you're here, and then push, you know, two hands, this kind of thing. You see that in a Hong Quan also, when you kind of like this, here, you breathe away, and then breathe out like that. Same thing, so basically from the gut, though. So when you're going around like that, it's a circle. In fact, a big circle or a small circle, but you've got this closeness, this ball here, this understanding of this circular motion. So if you was to grab my arm here, or grab my body, I'm able to just turn with it. See? I'm able to turn with it and catch him in there. But we're working this like long range just to give you some different exercise today. That's what I'm basically trying to do. So you feel this big circle as in where to go straight with those punches and strikes through those circular lines. If we understand the circle, we understand the straight, right? That's what it should be. And vice versa, right? And coming up like this. See? This kind of thing, see? On the side here, see? Thinking. Maybe like 70-30. See? Or like this way. It looks funny. It looks funny, like who's going to fight like this, right? You see it in a Jackie Chan movie, yeah? Like this. But when you understand, you know what you're doing. So someone's going to attack me here, boom. Just like the crane, see, block. So here, block, catch. I'm ready. So this catch. From this side, catch. I might not do that. I might come in and just go straight back into boxing. See? I'm blocking on the side. I might catch him there. So elbow's nice and tight in here. A space between your elbow. If you're doing the crane, okay, you might go stronger again and go into a tiger. See? Go into a tiger strike. But this kind of essence here is nice and soft. See? So nice. It's like an exercise for your breathing, see? With your hands, your palms, see? Try to get used to doing different motions with your hands, coming in straight lines, full circles, palms up, see, or palms down, or small motions, see, here, out, up, and feel the energy, see, through your fingers, okay? And then you make your fists when your hands are nice and relaxed, and you can do your punches better. From here, relax. Okay, I must go. Somebody's missing me. Train hard and stay safe. Read your Tao Te Ching. Nothing too if you want to, I'm just saying there's nothing too amazing. I'm just showing you a little bit of some basic exercise. That's what I'm doing. You know, just some different kind of motions you can think of there. These different kind of motions here. So, what you may find in the snake system as well, okay, as I say. So here, and things like that. When you have this soft kind of essence, energy through your arms and your spine and your wrists and your fingers and your palms, and you sink down to a strong starch, you feel like the essence of water. And you go in hard and soft. See? Because you think about it, that's the essence of the Tao. It's the essence of yin and yang, it's the essence of a tree. Strong root, soft, you know, elasticness in the branches. And you're working all the different formations of the hands, your spine, and your breathing, which is like the sap in the tree. See? I hope you've enjoyed it. A very simple little video. It's hard to train on a slippery floor, especially when you've got socks on. Thanks for watching. Train hard and stay safe.